Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Tyler from the Shower Realm. Today I'm going to be bringing you one of my really fun decks. It's not really competitive, I wish it was, but it's going to be actually Noble Knights. It works really heavily on equip spells, which I think is cool, and I like the look of them, and it can actually pump out pretty good boards, which is really insane. We're going to go straight into the deck profile, and I'm going to start off. I play 3 Merlin. Merlin's going to be your main searcher. The only thing that can stop him is Ash, because you normal summon him, then you tribute him for cost, and you get to special summon a Noble Knight monster from your deck. So Ash does stop it, but if you have a Call by the Grave, which we play in this deck, then you shouldn't have any issues. To continue the deck list, we play 2 Noble Knight Madrat, and one thing to note about the Noble Knights is before you equip them, some of them will only be a normal monster, so like Gemini's, where they are considered a normal monster until they have some like something attached to them or some certain effect that happens. But when Madrat is equipped with a equip spell, you can target the equip spell, destroy it, special summon 1 from your Noble Knight from your deck, and more or less you're going to be going for the 1 copy of Boars, just due to the fact that if all the equip spells that you have, when they're destroyed by card effect, they can re-equip to a Noble Knight monster. So you destroy off of Madrat, special summon Boars, equip the equip spell to Boars. Boars lets you search for up to 3 Noble Arms cards, which you can actually search for the trap, which I just found out not too long ago, which is pretty insane. So it's really good and helps you either get spells engrave and whatever Noble like arms card you need to hand. So really good effects. And to note also, Madrat and Boars also gain 1 level when they're equipped, so they become level 5 in Dark, which I think is really cool how they change from light to dark. And to continue this, we play 2 Knight Custodians. Custodian helps you get another additional normal summon if he's used for a Xyz, Synchro, or Link for a Noble Knight monster. So he has to be used for material, which is again really easy to do with this deck because a lot of them are level 4s. So really awesome. Plus he gives you additional normal summon of Noble Knight monster, which who doesn't want normal summons? Which unfortunately this deck is all about, but it's really easy to pull off. Next is 2 Noble Knight Brothers. Brothers is your special summon of the deck. Besides Madrat, he's special from hand up to 2, and if you control exactly 3 Noble Knight monsters, then he can attack, which you're not going to really use him for that. You're going to use him for like Xyz material and all that. And if you special summon off Soul Day, he goes in defense mode as 2400, so amazing defense. And he also shuffles back your Noble Knight equip spells from your grave, so really good recursion. So if you want to play him at 3, go right ahead, I don't blame you. Next is one that I might cut down to 1, which is Noble Knight Yvonne. Yvonne is a really hard restriction, so like same with Brothers, if you use their effects then you can only go into Noble Knight monsters, which isn't bad. You can go into Soul Day and then make 2 Xyz underneath, but I don't know, it's dependent. Like sometimes I've seen boards where I'd rather go into Borreload or Summon Sork and something like that, just to get more board presence and heavier fields, but whatever. Yvonne's effect is if she's equipped with a Noble Knight card, Noble Arms card, Noble Arms card, then she makes a token, but then that comes in with the restriction of only going to Noble Knight monsters. Again, isn't bad, and level 4, so really good. And for the 1-ofs, you're going to go to Gawain. Gawain is special from the hands. If you control a 1 normal monster, you can special summon this card in defense mode. It has to be light also, which a lot of them are. So really good card for this. And unfortunately I have special summon defense, but again, Xyz and Links are amazing with this. So next is 1 Dryson. He protects your monsters from card effects. And if he's equipped with a Noble Arms card, then target one face-up card on the field, destroy that card. So really good card. And this is one card that I really love. I'm depending if I want to play 2. Some people won't play 2, but I really want to give it a shot, see what it's like. Gwynethar, the Queen of the Noble Arms, you can search her off of boards, so it's really good because she is technically a Noble Arms card, and she can re-equip from grave and hand. So she's basically an equip spell, but not an equip spell. If the equipped monster will be destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy this card instead. So really good if the equipped monster is light, which majority it is. And if dark, if the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster at the start of damage step, you can destroy that monster and destroy this card. So really good removal, and the fact that she keeps on like attaching herself back to the Noble Knights is really amazing. So, and onto the hand traps. Of course, we have the new hand trap for Noble Knights, which is Morgan. She basically destroys one of your Noble Arms cards, which in hindsight that's really not bad due to the fact they re-equip from being destroyed by card effect. So you destroy it, negate an effect, and you're pretty much set. Then off to the regular ones, you got 3 Ogre, then 3 Ash. If you want to play the 2 effect failures, go right ahead. I probably will add those just due to the fact that it's really good against certain boards. So really good. Alright, so that's going to be it for the monsters. Really heavy monster count, just due to the fact that a lot of normal summons and a lot of them do a lot of stuff. So next for the spells is going to be 3 Called by the Grave, because if you want to go for your special summon, like I said with the Merlin, you kind of need the Called by just so you can actually get the summons off and start your combos. And even with like Madrot, you still want that, so it's really good. Next is 3 Heritage. Heritage is basically you're playing 4 Rhodas in the deck, 4 to 5 Rhodas, because this can either add 1 Noble Knight monster or a Noble Arms card. And also it has a really good recursion, because if a Noble Arms card is destroyed, then you can just add this back, but you can only activate it once per turn. So really good effects. So you can set up your plays for next turn, just keep going off and searching for your Noble Knights. And next is 2 Glory of the Noble Knights. Basically it's your quick play spell, so if you have a really good monster that you want to keep on the field and you have this card set, then you can just flip it, because quick effect, target 1 Noble Knights monster and equip it with a Noble Arms card from your deck. So you can equip Gwynethar and some of the other Noble Arms cards from your deck to add protection, and like you'll see when we get to the actual equip spells, they're really busted. So really good. And of course the 1 Reinforcement, just due to the fact, again, all warriors, so really good card. I won't see any reason why not to play it. But we play 2 Gallatin. Gallatin's not bad. I see people playing this at 1, and basically it gives your monster 1,000 attack, and during each standby phase it loses 200, but still, it's not that bad. And with the Noble Knight cards, you can only control 1 of that certain Noble Arms. So just play it the way you think that you want to. I play 2 just due to the fact that if I can make it a second Assault Day, and the first one gets ogred or ashed, and you paid the cost already, then you can already go and make sure that you get another Assault Day the next turn. So that's why I played 2 of that. The regular is 2 Excalibur. Excalibur is really good. I believe this is your rank. Yeah, this is your rank up magic card for the XCs. So you just have to make sure it's not turned that was sent to graveyard. And like every other, rank up spell or card that does that, it always has that drawback. But if it's equipped to a Noble Knights monster, then it basically becomes untargetable. This is the one that does not re-equip, but you can re-equip it with the XCs, which doesn't matter. If you have 2 in the grave, that's even better. Next is Destiny. So this one just prevents it from being destroyed by battle card effects once. So really good against like Regeki and all that. So if this gets destroyed, since this gets destroyed in the process instead, you just re-equipped it and then you're pretty much set. So they just wasted the board clear for nothing. And 2 Caliburn. Caliburn is the thing that you get life points from. Gain 500 life points each turn, just make sure you use it. And also the monster gets 500 attack. 1 Artificer, blows up spells and traps, blows up back row, so really good. One Clarent, it's another name, that's all I can say. So that's basically it for all the spells, but last for the main deck is 3 Until Noble Arms are needed once again. This is your excavation card, and wherever you excavate, depending on how many Noble Arms cards you have on the field, you can add one of those cards in your hand. So you can literally search a hand trap off the top cards and then put them back into any order. So for real, like, play this at max. I see no reason why not to. And also, when it's sent to the graveyard, my turn is sent there, you can banish it from grave and special summon 1 Noble Knights from your deck. So again, you special summon a lot, but at the same time you still need that normal summon depending on what you're doing. So again, 3 Until Noble Arms, and you can search it off of boards because Noble Arms. It's a really, really good card. So that's going to be it for the main deck. Off to the extra deck is going to be 1 Borreload, 1 Summon Sword to help extend the plays, 2 Isolde because Isolde, and if you get stuck in that lockdown, just going Noble Knights, then you always have her. And again, really not a bad card. The 1 Nightmare Service, 1 Phoenix. If you want to add the Unicorn, take something out, then I say go ahead. The 1 Exaton Knight, because, you know, blowing up field, why not? And depending on what the board is, then you can protect your Noble Knights and just re-equip the spells. So you get a free board wipe for nothing. 1 Silent Honor Arc, because all level 4s, and you just take an opponent's monster for free. Like, why would you not? Abyss Dweller doesn't really do much against your deck, so I recommend playing it. It's good against like Burning Abyss, Light Sworn, anything with graveyard effects, Altergeist at times, and just really good. For the Noble Knights, you're going to be playing the 2 Sacred Knights, 2 Sacred Knight, Noble Knight of King Artigerus. When they're XE summoned, you target up to 3 Noble Arms cards with different names, equip them to it, so you gain that immediately instead of having like actually equipped it from hand. Once per turn, you can attach 1 XE material and then target 1 other monster on the field, destroy that target. If this card is sent from field to graveyard, target 1 level 4 or lower Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So yeah, really good card. The only thing that stops is Ghost Spell and Call By, but not really. Doesn't really matter because you'll probably make another board too. And next is going to be Kustan, King Kustan, another XE summoner like Merlin. You can attach any number of materials to this card and target any number of cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. If this card is destroyed by a battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Noble Knight XE's monster from your extra deck. If you do, attach this card from your graveyard to that card as material. So you get an XE summon and you get another material attached to it, so really not bad. And then finally, 2 Artigerus is the MST of the whole deck, just to the fact that, hey, detach, blow up how many ever spells you want, depending on how many Noble Arms cards you have equipped. So that's going to be actually it for the deck, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see any combos that this deck can do, please do leave a like and comment down below. I would love to show you guys. But until then, see you guys in the next video, and bye bye.